I'm not sure what to call this one, purple people eater, but then it would only have one eye and one horn, so I don't know, something vaguely 80s and demonic. I am starting my paint off today with a massive caramel apple because it is fall and this is what I live for. If you haven't guessed already, I love food. Once again, we're hydrating, we're still covered in paint. Actually from Ludo, I'm still covered in paint from Ludo. I filmed those back to back. So we're going straight into the brows, again. Can get rid of those suckers as best I can. Comb them on up and out. Flatten them babies down. They're still gluing them from Ludo, I think. And then I'm going to move into painting teeth. I had seen an artist's work where they made a mask where the teeth were where the nose should be, and I'm blanking on whose artwork I saw that was like this, but I'm going to link them into the description, so no worries. But I saw masks that had teeth in this fashion and I really liked it, that it was just this whole face of teeth, so I was like, I'm gonna get rid of my nose and cover them in teeth. So here I am making this big old teethy mouth with teeth just everywhere. I thought it was super fun. So once I've got all of my teeth mapped out and my nose kaput, I'm gonna go back in and fill them all in. Once I've got my white teeth all filled in, I'm going to start to fill black in between the teeth. I want to make sure that I've got everything filled in. It all looks nice and dark. So now I'm taking in between each of the teeth and creating kind of a line up. This is going to create a little bit of definition, almost to create like separation in the gums where each individual tooth would be kind of pushing out. So I'm starting thicker at the bottom and letting it kind of flick upward with my brush. Next, I'm going to start filling in with my purple base color. So I'm going back around all of the black spaces and just kind of filling in my purple there. Now I'm going to start filling the purple in a lot heavier. So I'm going in with the purple and covering my neck, my shoulders, and my face, anywhere that might be showing. As you know, I'm usually a pretty big advocate about painting the ears, but I'm going to have hair covering my ears today, so it shouldn't be a problem. So I'm just going to paint my neck, shoulders, and my forehead, face, etc. I am leaving my eyes untouched. Next, I'm going back in and I'm adding a white highlight, as you can see here. I'm blending a little bit of it out with some purple. I definitely want it to look like the edges are stressed and strained, but I don't want it to look like just a big white mark. So going back in, blending it out, doing the stirf. Next, I'm going to start adding color to the teeth. I'm adding a little bit of whitish yellow, so I've actually just mixed a little bit of my my yellow paint into my white paint, and I'm shading that out. And then I'm going to go back in and add even more yellow, like more prominent yellow with white, but not just a straight yellow. And I'm adding that yellowing to the base of the teeth, not the tip of the teeth. To work that yellowish color into some of the other paints, I'm adding some of that same mixture to my highlight. I just like having that color kind of carried through this paint in other sections. It just makes things look a little bit more realistic and well blended. Then I'm going to start to go in with a black eyeshadow. I am creating a very wide arch and blending that out. Next, I'm using a purple shadow, the same shade as the paint that I'm using, and I'm blending it into the paint and into the shadow. Eyeshadow does not usually like to blend on top of or into the body paint, so this takes some patience and a whole lot of finagling. I'm creating more of a rounded shape with that black shadow to kind of hide those bad edges where it didn't want to blend. And then I'm going in with a lime green right on the lid and blending that out into the black. Next, I'm going to paint these wicked high eyebrows on, and yes, I am just using straight body paint. I'm using body paint, I'm painting them on, and then I'm going to use a shadow to fill them in once I have a couple of hairs painted in and have it where I want it. Once again, shadow does not always want to blend really well on top of paint, so have patience and work slowly. I apparently startled myself. I'm also using body paint for the liner, and I'm creating a massive, and I do mean massive, wing that almost touches to the tip of my eyebrows. Here we go in with the shadow in the brows. Big and bold and obnoxious. I love it. I'm blending out those tips, and I'm blending them toward each other so they look even angrier. Like, you know, one finger's width away from a unibrow. Then I've decided that this just isn't quite 80s enough for me. I need more. So I'm going right in and adding some really dramatic yellow detailing around the liner and the eyeshadow, busting up what little remains of my actual brows. I took a break and put on these huge lashes. They're from LA Looks. They're in the section that has all the, you know, fun lashes for Halloween. Feeling super cute, and all we have to do is add some horns, and voila. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. See you next time.